This is life in my 20s, and it's not what I truly expected of life until I got to realize that life is not happening to me. It is happening for me. It is happening for my own good. Why would I be bothered by what's truly happening in my life? Because it is something that I cannot control. I can only react in a certain way that best favors and saves my purpose. I start to realize that the vision that I have in this lifetime comes with its own problems, and I've ordered that the vision that I have, which is a package that comes with problems, that comes with the good, the bad, and the ugly news. And what I can simply do is position myself so that whenever those bad times and also those good times get to reveal themselves in my life, I react in a certain way that doesn't destroy me. Instead, it makes me a better man. It brings the best possible version of myself. Because if I were to look into life like whenever bad things happens to me, I'm like life is unfair. And that's not what life is trying to reveal to us. What it's trying to teach us is the lessons that comes with having to live. Let me tell you a funny story about what recently happened in my life. I was having a chat with my mother, and she was like, it costs to live, and right now we are going through the rough patch. Things are not looking okay. And I was like to her, we said we want to live in this lifetime. We chose to be here. Why would we blame God and also the universe for what is actually presenting on our plates? Because that's the package that comes with life. Life is meant to be like that. We need to endure life with whatever comes with life. It's the plate that we ordered that comes with the problems, that comes with the good and also the bad times. Why would you complain about such things? Because if you were to look into life in that kind of perspectives, it pushes you towards a direction that at the end of that direction, it will destroy you, whether you like it or not. But if you have a different perspective of how you view this life, you'll truly understand why you're going through the bad times, why you're going through that rough patch, those difficulties. Every lifetime and also every winner had to go through some difficulties at some point. If you were to watch a movie whereby the steering wins at the beginning, the storyline of that movie, it is actually teaching you the wrong lessons about the message that they're trying to convey. Because life on its own is just yin and yang, good or bad, negative or positive. If you watch that movie, if you were to watch a movie that has a real storyline, you would understand what is trying to be conveyed on that movie. Because you would see the steering suffering starting from the beginning of the movie. The camera just flipped around. So as I was saying that, not mind the sound because it is very windy. So as I was saying that if you were to watch a movie whereby the steering wins in the beginning of the movie, that's not the storyline. I'm sorry about that. It is very windy today. Unfortunately, I had to shoot because today is a content day. I do have specific days whereby I truly shoot content. So coming back to our point of this video, whenever you watch a movie where at the beginning of the movie the steering, it is actually going through some difficulties, they are being beaten up, their life got destroyed, they tend to lose everything, they lose their loved ones, everything's just going negative. That simply means that at the end of the tunnel, at the end of the dark tunnel, there is a light. What does this teach us in terms of our reality? It is teaching us that whatever you're going through, it will come to pass. It will pass, whether we like it or not. It's just a matter of time. Coming back to the illustration that I just made, the example that I just made about the movie. A student goes through the most difficult times in the movie in the beginning, sometimes most likely in the middle of the movie, and at the end of the movie they tend to be winners, they tend to conquer, they tend to be the greatest. And how is that, and why is that? It is simply because there needs to be a balance, the good, the bad, the negative, the positive. You cannot only experience negative things in your life. That's when I got to realize and also understand about life. When I got into my 20s, I'm in my mid-20s, and life is actually teaching me most of the important life lessons that I cannot learn just by reading, just by observing. I have to experience some of the things that I get to share with you on my YouTube videos. Hence, I decided to delve into the topic of the day, which is about life in my 20s. I'm sure you can relate more to my story because I've realized that I'm not the only one who's going through what I'm going through, whether good or bad. But the message of today's video is that life in your 20s, bro, it gets to a point where you're truly surprised of what is actually happening, because that's not what you were expecting. Just like I did mention that the package that comes with having to live is the good, the bad, and the ugly. The real question is, how will you react? How are you going to get out of that situation without fumbling, without even destroying your mindset, without even destroying your character traits? Is having to react in such a way that doesn't destroy or even humiliate you. Do not disappoint yourself by simply convincing yourself that whatever you're going through, you're the only one going through whatever you're going through. There is a lot of us, there is a plenty of us who are going through whatever you're going through. Why would you quit? Why would you give up? It's just the beginning. If you're watching this video and also you're in your 20s, we're just in the beginning. We're allowed to make mistakes. We're allowed to fumble. We're allowed to make stupid decisions because we still have multiple attempts when it comes to life, because we're just getting started. In fact, we haven't started yet, because I've heard other people saying that life starts at 40. We are still halfway. And why would you give up at such an early age? Why would you convince yourself that life is actually a bad experience? It is a bad experience because of your perspective, your negative perspective of life. You need to endure the pain that you're going through, the difficulties that you're going through, because at the end of the dark tunnel, there is a light after. Something good might happen, and it can only happen if you're wise enough to understand what comes with life, because the good, the bad, and also the ugly will definitely come, and it's out of you to get to understand what life is trying to teach you and get the best out of life. Remember, life is not happening to you, it's happening for you. It is happening for your own good. Position yourself that whatever happens into your life, you are still standing. It doesn't destroy you. You get out of that situation with a winner's mindset. the art of winning doesn't start with a negative mindset. It starts with the positive mindset. If you want to win in this life, you have to endure whatever you're going through with a positive attitude. So guys, just like I did mention that today is a windy day. I'm not sure if you did happen to find value in what I've just shared with you on today's video, but if you did, please let me know in the comment section on what value have you picked out in this video. And also guys, for more life-changing information, there is a book called Visionary by Duncan Mnese, which is more like a destiny helper that will take you from where you are to where you deserve to be at. I will leave the link to the book on the description box. On that note, if you are new into this YouTube channel, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't, and press that notification bell so whenever I get to upload, you will be the first one. And also please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, like this video, so that we get whenever we get to upload, we'll get to reach more people out and need this kind of information. With that being said, please share this video with someone who already needs this kind of information. On that note, I'll see you guys on our next YouTube video. This is your boy Duncan Mnese. I'll see you guys on the next one.